Alright, a real quick video, real-time injuries. To me, real-time injuries are huge in this game. It's something Madden doesn't have. Essentially, a lot of people are under the impression that Madden has randomization on their injuries, meaning just a code that says player X gets injured on player Y for Z amount of time. And that's why you get players that go down sometimes holding their arm, but they have a broken vertebrae and their career's over. Sometimes you have a player who has a sprained knee that's out for a series, and there's no way of gameplay dictating the player's injury. In this game, it's quite the opposite. And in this example, I'm going to show you how a player pretty much gets injured because of a poor decision from the quarterback, which allows him to get laid out pretty hard. And again, very good, very realistic gameplay. Again, I hate to emphasize when I talk about these players as if they're real people, but they make extremely intelligent decisions where anyone who's played football can go back and implement their knowledge of football into how these players react. So we're going to take a look at this at speed, and then we're going to take a look at exactly what happens. Tight end that's going to get injured comes right toward us, and there you see Pepper Johnson makes the tackle. Now, because these are real-time injuries, you can't get an immediate injury report, but you can tell by the way this player falls that this is probably a pretty significant injury. We're going to take a look at what happens to him here. His name is Noel Pollard. He's going to come out, he's going to run this route, and the ball is going to get thrown a little high and a little behind. And what that's going to do is cause him to slow himself down, stutter his feet, and try to catch this pass. Now you can see there on the far left of your screen with the arm shives on is Pepper Johnson, the middle linebacker. What's going to happen is the time that it takes for the receiver to slow down and react to this pass, to catch it, is going to allow the linebacker all the time he needs to get into a full sprint to come and make contact with the tight end. Now, the problem here is, if you've played football, if you ever played linebacker, any defensive position, you know in this situation, when you're within 7 feet of a player who's attempting to catch a pass, you really don't want to tackle that player, because you know if you can just jar that player, you can probably make this an incomplete pass. And there's no doubt in my mind that that's what the computer's trying to emulate here. What essentially happens is the player catches the ball, barely gets turned around before he just gets hit. Again, I hate to reference Madden, but with this many players in the vicinity, you've got a cornerback and another linebacker here, you would have to assume that ProTac would engage with 3 players so close to a tight end. But in this game, Pepper Johnson comes in and almost tries to spear the tight end. Now, in breaking his fall, he lands very awkwardly on his arm. You can see right there, it kind of gets pulled back and trapped beside his body. And like I said, there's no doubt to me that that is going to be an arm injury that is going to be rather severe. But again, the reason this injury occurred is a gameplay-based injury, because a poor throw from a quarterback to a receiver, allowing a linebacker enough time to come up and impact the play differently. Again, not going for a tackle, going for a big hit. Again, the poorly thrown ball, all these things dictated this injury, as opposed to a randomization that says, based on this player's injury, the percentages would be that he would be injured on this play, this time in a game, and stay injured for this long. So just one more shot of this at speed, and we'll leave it at that.